As we settle in and as we wait, already intending, already calling in Reiki, considering maybe what are some intentions and needs that we are needing today, considering today. Just start to tap in not only to Reiki, but to your body. Is there a stretch that needs to happen? Is there a deeper breath that needs to be allowed? Good morning from Crested Butte. Good morning, Kelly. Good morning, Susan. Finding any of those places that, already need a stretch or a rotation or a touch. For me, sometimes even just starting to rock can feel real good. Just to meet myself, hold myself, check in with self. Day 10, Saturday. Here to be in community, to bring in more Reiki into the world, to help others to practice, as well as to continue to deepen in our own. And my name is Marin. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm currently in what's being called Lafayette, Colorado, of the Ute, Arapaho, Cheyenne, and Sioux. And I just take a moment here to even look through the participant list that is here today, acknowledging the souls and the faces and the auras and the essence that are here, and sending hellos, spirit to those who will listen later. Good morning and welcome. And if you haven't already done so, again, continue to figure out and find a spot that feels good, that feels comfortable, whether it's laying down or sitting. If you haven't already done so and you'd like to shut off your camera, please do that. Taking several deep breaths, just allowing yourself to deepen into your needs, your moment right now. Breathing, inhaling and exhaling. Belly, diaphragm, and lungs expanding and contracting. Allowing yourself to be present, allowing yourself to already release what is not yours, what is ready to be let composted by the earth. Not thinking about it too hard, but intending also that you have a connection, a grounding cord from your hips to the center of the earth, and it's already allowing some of that energy that's ready to be moved in order to make room for something new this morning. It's continuing to root, continuing to be in awareness, continuing to feel and notice, even start to pay attention to the air in the room that you're in. Is it hot? Is it cold? Do you feel a breeze? Where do you feel it? Just really little nuances. What is it like? Is your hair touching your shoulders? Notice the connection of clothes on your body and what that may feel like. And paying attention to, again, to those points of contact, whether it's your feet or your legs or your butt or your back, that support, that connection. Just continue to be in awareness, continuing to notice and observation. Continue to breathe there. Have a little honoring prayer from Pixie Light Horse. It's called Honoring Ebb and Flow. We honor our lives today by wading knee deep in the light of your reflection. We are grateful for the uneven tides that keep us on our tiptoes in the constantly moving sand. Inspire peace in us. Even when we're treading water, help us cultivate trust that all is as it should be and as it was meant to be. Teach us to float effortlessly when the waves threaten to take us out for good. Help us learn that it is surrender held in tandem with our best effort that puts us on the right path. Help us, wise ones, to understand our true needs so we can reciprocate the generosity and abundance you give so freely. Teach us to see, read the tracks, and follow the markings that lead us to the healing places. Remind us that loss is just as powerful of a teacher as gain. We know that we can learn to love both. Hold us in our suffering when we don't understand. Help us claim our grief and show others that we can make room for theirs too. Remind us that there is no such thing as personal pain. We all experience suffering, and it is meant to be shared. Allow the forces of nature and spirit guide us to what we want and help us learn the acceptance to receive exactly what we need. Pull us in and push us out. Agitate us gently to keep ourselves turning over and the knowledge fresh. Brush off our accumulations and attachments at just the right time when something unknown is coming in. Show us how to walk in a meander, in a straight line, or even backward, whichever serves our highest potential. Even a free fall can be medicinal at the right time. Find us tabling our resentment when it's time to step back and observe, assess, and replenish our reserves. Find us in a flow of love, even when we are silent or holding ourselves at a safe distance. Help us feel our way through this day, giving and receiving love from you and those who surround us in a beautiful ellipse of reciprocity. Show us how to balance the doing season with rest. Grant us permission to plug into the greater source for much needed rechargings. Let us give thanks and get our knees sturdy, making offerings for grace. Breathing that in, and out. I ask that this healing take place within our circle and reach out to the world within our bodies and the world around us. Already knowing and attending and imagining that healing light is pouring into you, into us, and releasing what isn't needed and restoring what is. Considering that idea of reciprocity, of in and out, expansion and contraction. Continue to tap into your breath. Go ahead and start with a first position somewhere around your head. Maybe it's your eyes, maybe it's your ears, maybe it's your crown, top of your head. Find a position that feels in alignment to you right now. knowing you are still muted. So allow anything that is coming up ready to release. I often yawn, yawns, stretches, laughter, whatever's present. Let it ebb and flow. Let it move through. Go ahead and move to maybe a second position. I'm going to hold the back of my head, back of my skull, base of my head. Continuing to listen or notice or intuitively just what is being asked, what is needing release. Continuing to find whether it's eyes, at this just this top cauldron, cheeks, neck. What needs a touch? What needs attention? Tending Reiki, move through. There are distractions everywhere. There are moments to keep us out of this. What is it to continue to breathe and recenter? Continuing one last time to intend in terms of this top third cauldron, this space up here, intending Reiki to be and knowing that our seventh is spinning and moving freely. Our sixth is spinning and moving freely. The fifth is spinning and moving freely. Now moving down to this bottom second cauldron. No worries if you need to stay somewhere. Give yourself permission to stay if you need, or if you're ready to move on. Maybe a spot around your throat and your heart. Giving yourself maybe a little hug around your shoulders. Just finding that next right place, that next right step. Breathing into the front of your heart and out the back of your heart. You are loved, you are lovable, you are loving. Moving from your fourth to your third, your core, your power chakra. staying where it needs more attention and moving to a place that needs awareness. Maybe one hand above your belly button and another below your belly. Now giving your lower ab, pelvic bone, a moment of breath. Maybe move to your hips, your lower back. Continuing to notice if your mind wanders, bringing yourself back to your breath, back to the healing energy of Reiki, back to your intention for the day. All right, and checking one more time if there's any other space or place that needs attention, needs a touch, needs a breath, maybe even your thighs, your knees and your calves, and your elbows and your wrists, those places that don't always get our attention. They're working the hardest, but maybe need a little breath. And coming back to your fourth, just intending that it is spinning freely. Back to your third, spinning and moving. Your second is spinning and moving. Your first, taking a breath into each of these energy centers. And if you're seated, I want you to just explore as well, what is it to really stretch and elongate and let your spine and your body just take up some space in this moment, in this frame. And I will just close with our Reiki principles. Just for today, I will give thanks for my many blessings. Just for today, I will not worry. Just for today, I will not be angry. Just for today, I will do my work honestly. Just for today, I will be kind to my neighbor and every living thing. Inviting you to continue to stay in this place of Reiki if you can, meditating, allowing yourself to slowly wake up on this Saturday. My intention is for intention of reciprocity, of ebb and flow. Prepare to do so. Put your intention in the chat or just whisper it to us, even though we won't hear it. And one last little clean out, thinking of a color that feels good to you, and just knowing that that healing energy, that color is moving through your seventh, your sixth, your fifth, your fourth, your third, your second, and your first. Thanks, y'all. Have a wonderful rest of your day.